Hello friends, welcome back, and in this video we are going to see CodeChef Joom Cook-Off. So as you can see that although the problem were pretty easy, C and D, which means the checkpoints in the per capita income, but I could not figure out like where I was going wrong. So maybe I will see where I was going wrong, and I will try to make the tutorial for them also. But for now, let's start with problem B. So problem B was max MEX. So I will quickly walk you through the problem statement. So problem says that we have a sequence of positive integers, which is a1, a2 up to an, and we want to choose some elements from this sequence, which is a1, a2 up to an, or we can opt to choose none, and we want to find its MEX, and the MEX value should be equal to M. Now what it says is that if you don't already know, then MEX is something which is the smallest value which is not in the sequence, which is not in the sequence. Like what I mean by that? I mean by that is that suppose I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So the smallest value starting from 1 which is not available in this sequence is 5. So its MEX value is 5. Let's suppose I had 1, 2, 6. Then the smallest value which is not available in this sequence is 3. So its MEX value is 3. Okay. So I think I am clear with the MEX value. Now uh, now as you can see that the largest number of elements of the sequence A which can choose such that the MEX value is M. So what we need to find is, we need to find the largest number of elements, which means that we need to opt for maximum. How many maximum number of elements we can opt out of this sequence, which is a1, a2 up to an, and we need to print like the maximum number of elements. Okay, so starting from like how to think over this. So see, first of all, what I wanted to obtain is, I want to obtain a MEX value as M. Okay, so let's suppose for under better understanding, let's have one example, and let's suppose the MEX I wanted to obtain is suppose 5. Okay, so if I want to obtain the MEX 5, then what's the condition? The condition is that I should have 1, 2, 3, 4. I should always have 1, 2, 3, 4 so that I can obtain MEX 5. Okay, okay, very fine. So if I have 1, 2, 3, 4, all of them only, then it is possible to get MEX as 5. See, 5 is for example only. You can also opt for M. So if I say in terms of M, then I should have 1 to M minus 1, all the values available. Now the other condition is that suppose 5 I will put here, then I should not have 5 in this array which I choose. Okay, yeah, very good. And I can also have the elements more than this 5, but I will not worry about them. As I showed in this here also, I worry about MEX as 3, so I should only worry about these elements. These are just like optional for me. It is my option to opt for them as I want. Either I will opt for them, but I will not opt for them if I don't want. So these are optional, these are compulsory. These are compulsory and these are optional, and I will never opt for 5 if it is in my array. So now the problem brings out to this specific thing, which is I will opt for every element which is less than m, and I will also check. So what is the case when it is -1? So the case is, for -1, the we have the case as if I have m. So as I said that I should have 1, 2, 3 up to m-1. So my the -1 case is if anyone is not if anyone is absent out of it. It means that I suppose if the 3 is absent here, so my mex will be 3 and not m, so my answer will be -1 here. So for to check the condition which I showed here, I will use a set and I will name it as, let's say, S, and I will push my, or I will say I will insert my all the elements which are smaller than m in my set. Okay, so I will push in my set like all the elements. Suppose ai is less than this m, and I will push it in my set. So I will push ai. Then I will check the set size. So I will check the set size, which means s dot size, it should be equal to m, okay, -1, because if it is 3, so if m is 3, then I should have 1 and 2. So 1 and 2 means up till 2, which means up till m-1, so its size should be m-1. Now you might ask, why I opt for set, and why not I just simply have the, like, see if 1, 2, 3 is present, and I will say it's a count. So if I do this, then it might happen that its value of count might go beyond m. Now why it might go beyond m? See, if it is something like this, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, and suppose my m is 7. So if I just simply add these numbers, so its count is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. But actually the number of elements here are 6. So I will just insert them in my set, so that I will have a value as 6, and as you can see that 6 is equals to 7 minus 1. So my final statement is, I will check first of all, if my ai is less than m, then I will insert in my set, okay, ai. If at any step, if at the final step, which means after I iterate on my whole array of subsequences of this array a, if the s dot size is not equal to m-1, then I will print -1, because because if it is the case, then I won't be able to obtain any subsequence which is, you know, uh, which follows the condition, so that mex is m. Now what I want is, I want every element which is 1, 2, 3 up to m-1. Okay, these might repeat also. It might happen that in my array I also have some elements which are m, okay, and other elements which are remaining, which means more than m. So what I wanted is that I want all these elements and all these elements. So I don't want m in my subsequence, because if I will have m in my subsequence, so and then mex won't be m. So I don't want m. So to check that, I will see what is the m count. What is the m count? Okay, and I will check. Suppose here it is 2. So my final answer would be the size of this array, which is n minus m count, minus count of m. So it will be my final answer. And yeah, better make sure to mark the -1 condition, which means the size of set should not be equal to should be equal to m-1, and if it is not equal, so I will mark my answer as -1. So it's all for this problem. let me quickly show you the code. So the code is here. So as you can see, the problem B. Yeah. So let me scroll it. So first of all, I input my test cases, then I input my n and m. Okay, so n denotes the number of elements in my array A and m denotes the MEX value which I wanted to obtain. Then I input my elements in my array. I took a set, as I clearly stated that I wanted my everything in my set, the starting elements basically, which are AI is less than m. So as you can see here that if my AI is less than m, then I will insert in my set. I have a m count which will store the like how many occurrences of m were there, because I need to subtract those occurrences from my final answer, which is n minus something. So I will check how many occurrences of m were there and I will reduce its number from my final count. I will check if s dot size is not equal to m minus 1, as I showed you in the explanation as well. And if my flag is 0, then I will just see out minus 1, because if my flag is 0, it means my s size was not equal to m minus 1, and else I will see out n minus m count. So I hope you guys got it. It was pretty simple question. The only thing which I don't like about this contest is, see, the things I don't like is, suppose here is the graph. Uh, the starting problem is very easy. Okay, the next is like here it is easy, and the next problem after these, just after, is like they are here, and the next is here, and the next is here. So they are here. It should be like it should not be very steep. It should be like this. So like the real enjoyment in having such contests is like that. So it is the bit thing which I don't like about this, because see, I know the problem 3 and 4 were a bit easy, but I think that the test cases are like edge test cases are pretty much in them, or maybe something else. It's the reason that many people are having the wrong answer on it. So yeah, either we need to work on it, or maybe code chef on some problems. But yeah, what we can do basically. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this video, and see you guys in the next video. Bye.